All right, so remember, subordinating conjunctions are an additional way that we can fix a run-on sentence or a comma splice, which is also a run-on sentence. Because what subordinating conjunctions join, remember they're conjunctions, are main clauses. So let's take a look at an example. If I say, the cat sat in the sun and she purred loudly. All right, now look, these are two main clauses. Cat is a subject, sat is a predicate. It's a group of words with a subject and a predicate that expresses a complete idea. The cat sat in the sun. She purred. She is the subject. Purred is the predicate. It's a group of words with a subject and predicate that expresses a finished idea. Now, if I want to join them together, I could use a subordinating conjunction. So I could say, while the cat sat in the sunshine, comma, she purred loudly. I've got to fix all the punctuation there. Put a comma after it if the subordinate clause is first. Make that capital letter lowercase. Change that capital letter to a lowercase letter. So now I have put the two main clauses together using a subordinating conjunction, while. While the cat sat in the sun, she purred loudly. Okay? So subordinating conjunctions are conjunctions because they join together main clauses. So this is an additional tool that we have for correcting run-on sentences. Remember before we talked about we could use a semicolon, we could use a comma and a fanboy, or we could just separate the two main clauses into separate sentences. All right, we've got some practices on our handout. So we've got the train pulled into the station. And a few people got off. Okay, let's look at those. The train pulled into the station. Who or what is doing something? It's the train. What did this? So that's the subject. What did the train do? It pulled. Okay, so we have a subject and a predicate. We check all the other nouns. Station is a noun, but it's not a subject because it's not doing anything. So we have a group of words with a subject and a predicate that expresses a complete thought. The train pulled into the station. So that's a main clause. Then we have a separate set of words here. A few people got off. Who or what is doing something? The people. What did they do? They got. So we have a group of words with a subject and predicate that expresses a finished thought. A few people got off. So we have two main clauses there. Now we can write them separately like that, or we could join them together with a subordinating conjunction. We could say, for example, when. Change this to a lowercase. Change it to a comma. Change this to lowercase. And we have, when the train pulled into the station, a few people got off. So we use the coordinating conjunction when to put those two sentences together. Now, the coordinating conjunction can go either before this main clause or this main clause. We could say, for example, we could go, a few people got off when the train pulled into the station. We could put this first. A few people got off when the train pulled into the station. Right? This would be a main clause. This wouldn't be a main clause anymore because it says, when the train pulled into the station, what? So this is a subordinate clause. So now we have a few people got off when the train pulled into the station. Now the difference is, here the main clause comes first and the subordinate clause comes second. So we do not put a comma there. In the previous sentence, when the train pulled into the station, a few people got off. When the subordinate clause comes before the main clause, we have to put a comma there. When the subordinate clause comes after the main clause, no comma. Okay? All right, let's try a couple more. The second one says, several spiders lurked in the corner. Lurked. And the girl did not see them. Okay, we've got two main clauses there, right? Several spiders lurked in the corner. Here's the subject, here's the predicate. They go together. We check all the rest of the nouns there, make sure we're not missing a subject. Corner is a noun, but it's not doing anything, so it's a noun, but not a subject. Several spiders lurked in the corner. Group of words with a subject and predicate expresses a complete thought. So it's a main clause. The girl did not see them. Who's doing something? The girl. What did she do? She did see. Remember, not is not part of the verb. It's an adverb that modifies the verb. So did see is the predicate. Them is a pronoun, but it's not doing anything in the sentence, so it's a pronoun but not a subject. The girl did not see them. Group of words with a subject and a predicate. It expresses a finished idea. So it's a main clause. So if we want to join these two main clauses together, we can use a subordinating conjunction. Okay? If I say, although several spiders, make this lowercase, make this a comma, make this lowercase, right? Although several spiders lurked in the corner, the girl did not see them. So this is now a subordinate clause. It's a group of words with a subject and predicate, but it doesn't express a finished thought. Although several spiders lurked in the corner, what? Right? Subordinate clause. The girl did not see them is still a main clause. The subordinate clause comes first and then the main clause, so we have to put a comma here. All right, one last thing. Notice that I said the word that goes here has to be a word that makes this a subordinate clause. It was a main clause. If I put a word there, it changes it into a subordinate clause. Look, if I put these other words there, what if I put purring? Purring, several spiders lurked in the corner.